Hi everyone, it's Cece here with your weekly preview. Welcome to, today is May 24th. It's the day before Memorial Day. So I'm sure you're all anxious to know what we are doing for this incredibly important holiday that's coming up tomorrow. So we're gonna jump right into it. Everybody should have a copy by now of our calendar for the week. As you can see, it's very American themed. These were delivered this morning. If you don't have a copy, I'm going to leave a couple at the front desk for you as well. And you can just give a call down and we'll make sure that you either get one or are able to pick one up. Okay. All right. So let's get started. Tomorrow, as I said, is Memorial Day. We have 4 veterans that are being added to the wall this Memorial Day for the Veterans Wall, which is exciting. Not all of them have their photos yet, so they're not going to be physically up until a little bit later, but we will have a really, really wonderful video and slideshow with all of our veterans' photos. Not only that, but a slideshow of the veterans, Windsor veterans who have passed away since our last meeting in November for Veterans Day. And we also have a slideshow of family loved ones who served in the military and are no longer with us. That's going to go alongside a really wonderful musical tribute that the girls put together. So it's going to be a really nice little show. We have some surprise videos in there as well from loved ones and people who know and care about Windsor. So make sure to tune in for that at 11 a.m. At 1 p.m., we're going to be showing the Arlington National Cemetery changing of the guard and other Memorial Day presidential speeches. There's quite a collection on YouTube, and I know that those are some of the more memorable moments from people's presidency, so that'll be good. At 2 p.m., we also have a special Memorial Day prayer service done by Pastor Ken, which was really wonderful of him to do that for us. We have a lot of material that's very somber and reverent for Memorial Day, which is as it should be. It's a very somber and reverent day. I do want to tell you also, though, at 5 p.m. that evening, we have the Salute to Our Veterans concert by the Vivacity Band. Now, if you were with us for Veterans Day on November 11th, then you know what this concert is and you know how amazing and patriotic and exciting it is to see it live. Now, unfortunately, this isn't going to be live for us, but it is filmed specifically for us, and we are going to be showing it that night. It's really wonderful of Heather and her bandmates to get together and do this for us, especially under the circumstances. So get ready for some great patriotic music and a chance to salute the veterans with songs. So that one's more of a celebratory evening concert. But like I said, this is the same group that performed for us on Veterans Day, and we know that they really take their time to make sure to recognize each branch of service. And they will also be recognizing those who've passed. So it's going to be a really great show. All right, moving forward, I did want to point out, so we've got some extra pages in your packets this sorry, my hair's getting stuck, this week, which is fun. You should have gotten a Windsor Weekly Puzzle Challenge and a 60-day fitness challenge. Now, if you were with us last year, you should recognize this. We did this same thing last year for Senior Health and Fitness Day, which, surprise, is coming up on Wednesday. So, the 60-day fitness challenge, we are challenging every resident at Windsor to set aside approximately 2.5 hours a week, that's about 20 minutes a day, to do physical exercise, specifically for physical exercise, not just steps that you accumulate just doing your day-to-day. This is a specific intention. You're intentionally moving your body for the sake of health and movement, which is really great. And we all could use this right now because I think we're all feeling really lethargic and tired and bored. So this is going to get us moving. We're also encouraging employees to participate, and friends and family and anybody around. We're going to get going with this. Now, if you remember last year, when we did this challenge, it was part of a bigger LCS corporate challenge, which they have not issued yet. I'm guessing they're a little wrapped up in the COVID-19 business, but we are not too busy to exercise here at Windsor. So we are going to start our own challenge, and there will be prizes along the way. So make sure that you keep track of how many minutes you're exercising. And if you officially sign up by calling me or Linda, we will be giving you calls every week to check in and see how you're doing, just to make sure that you're still on track for your goal. So that's some accountability for you. Another new thing that we're starting is the Windsor Weekly Puzzle Challenge. I'm very excited about this. First of all, because I love puzzling. And I also really loved when we were doing the memoir challenge, and I had an opportunity to do a video every day for you guys and communicate with you via Touchtown in kind of a more personal way. So this is kind of my project and my baby that I get to be directly in contact with you guys about, and I'm really excited. Now I want to say that the crossword puzzle in here for this week, and well, the other crossword puzzles coming up will be similar. This crossword puzzle was published originally in 1942. This was the first Sunday crossword to be published in the New York Times. It was published in the New York Times, and a lot of people didn't want it to be because they said it was a very frivolous exercise, and the New York Times was a very serious newspaper. But it happened after Pearl Harbor. They decided that was the, what's the word? That's what triggered them to move forward with publishing this very frivolous game, the crossword puzzle, because the new Americans needed a distraction. They needed something to focus on other than the war. And you can't, and they also, during this time in 1942, a lot of people were getting ready. Everybody had bunkers. People were really, the war was everything. It was on everyone's minds all the time. So the thought process behind publishing the crossword puzzle was that it would keep families busy while they were in the bunkers. They would keep them busy while they were worried about food and rations, or waiting for a radio broadcast, or waiting for a letter. So I just thought that was such an incredible piece of history. And it's really cool that the New York Times has released a special set of 75 years worth of crossword puzzles. Now they didn't release every single Sunday crossword puzzle for 75 years, but they have released 10 pretty important ones that are on specific dates. So this is a really cool piece of history that we get to work on together as a community. Every weekday, starting tomorrow at 4 p.m., I'm going to be doing some of these puzzles with you, specifically giving away answers for the crossword puzzles, because there are a lot of them. I'll be giving away at least 6 answers a day, possibly more depending on how I'm feeling. And not only that, we're also going to work on the logic grid puzzle together. Now, if you've been paying attention to the Touchtown journey so far, you know that the logic grid puzzle is something that I started doing on separate videos, just logic puzzles with Cece. Didn't get a lot of viewership, but I really enjoyed doing it. And there were a couple people who really enjoyed learning. So we're going to try this logic puzzle this week. I hope you guys enjoy it. I will walk you through every step of it. So this one, don't stress so much about doing on your own, because we will do all of this one together. But everything else, I hope it keeps you busy. I hope it keeps your mind off of the stress of COVID and what's going on in our world right now. And I hope that it fulfills its original intention, which was to keep people occupied during a stressful and scary time. So yeah, turn this completed booklet into the front desk or Life Enrichment before Friday at 5 p.m. and you will get a free cappuccino credited to your account. So there will be other prizes along the way, but this is my first edition, my first try at this. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I'm really excited to see how many people participate. All right, moving on through the week. We've got a lot of cool things coming up as well as not just Memorial Day. On Tuesday, we have the play A Streetcar Named Desire showing at 5 p.m. It's starring Gillian Anderson, who's one of my favorite actresses. She's fabulous. If you've seen The X-Files, she's the star in that show. Pretty cool. Then Wednesday, we have Cinderella, or The Cindrilion. It is Cinderella the opera. The full opera played from the Royal Opera. Thursday, one of our favorites, the London Symphony Orchestra is going to be playing at 5 p.m. And then Friday and Saturday, I kind of figured because we've got a very Americana theme to the week. If you pay attention to the stuff on the calendar, a lot of it is very, very American. American history, American music, things like American travel, stuff like that. So I wanted to kind of keep with that theme and do some good old-fashioned American Westerns. So we're playing some Westerns on Friday and Saturday at 5 p.m. There's also some museum tours, some Glenn Miller, some ballet, you know, all the fun stuff that we all love. But in between your enjoyment of all of the Touchtown content, don't forget to exercise. 60-Day Fitness Challenge. I will be checking in with you guys every week. I'm going to be participating in this. I don't know about you, but I have not been very good at being active during this quarantine, and it's time. It's time to get active again. Last time I did anything really active was the half marathon. That was in January. I need to get off my butt. It's time. So this will be really, really fun. And I hope it'll bring us together as a community, as something that we're all working on. So this is this week. Memorial Day is tomorrow. I do want to address one thing about Memorial Day. I just want to say that I get reminders every year from family members and from residents. And I think it's because of my personality. I can be very enthusiastic about things. And I don't ever want anybody to misread my enthusiasm as disrespect. I do know the difference between Memorial Day and Veterans Day. I do understand that Memorial Day is for servicemen and veterans who are no longer with us. And I know that Veterans Day is a day that we celebrate those who are here. But I want to make it clear that I feel that it is my responsibility as somebody who works in senior living, as somebody who grew up in a military family, as somebody who's an American. It's my responsibility to celebrate all of our veterans as often as possible. We don't know what's coming around the corner. We don't know who's going to be with us or not with us by next Veterans Day. And I don't want anybody to be left behind or feel like they or their family member wasn't honored while they were here. So I just wanted to put that out there into the universe. I hope you guys can understand. I really care about each and every one of you, and I genuinely care specifically about these patriotic holidays. These are the ones that really bring me a lot of stress ahead of time and then a lot of joy during. There is no other holiday that has as much pressure on it than these patriotic ones, than Memorial Day and Veterans Day and September 11th and the 4th of July. These days are the ones that I have to get right. These are the ones that I genuinely care about the most. And I care about for your sake because I really don't want to let you down. So I really hope that you enjoy the content we put out for Memorial Day. I hope it doesn't let you down. And please know that no matter how enthusiastic I am about any and every holiday, it comes from a place of deep respect and caring, and being bubbly and enthusiastic is just my personality. And that part, you know, that's a little harder to change. So I hope you guys can understand, and I hope it's a wonderful Memorial Day. I will be here. My dog will be here. We're going to have a great day celebrating together. We've got the grill going outside. It's going to be a really wonderful week. So I hope you guys enjoy. I hope I can see some of you. I know a lot of people are getting tested for COVID right now, so enjoy that. And I will see you guys tomorrow, and we'll work on some of this puzzle stuff, okay? All right. Bye, guys.